Good evening, everyone, and welcome to rainy and windy Toppa Field here in beautiful and wet and historic Newport, Rhode Island for this Commonwealth Coast Conference men's soccer quarterfinal matchup between Salve Regina and Curry College. Hello again and welcome. I am Andy Pizzelli bringing you the call here tonight. The Seahawks 10-5-3 on the year. They earned the conference's third seed. Curry College 9-6-3. They are the 6th seed, trying to be the upstarts here today. The Seahawks reigning Commonwealth Coast Conference champions. There was no 2020 season, so no team has yet to dethrone the Seahawks. And joining me tonight on the broadcast, a member and captain of that championship squad, Evan McDonald. Evan, welcome to the broadcast. How are we doing here tonight, and what are your expectations for this matchup?
How's it going, Andrew? First of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be up here in the booth and be dry on this really rainy night. I'm expecting a good, hard-fought playoff game here. Curry's coming in here with a lot to, or both teams really coming in here with a lot to play for. So it's going to be very physical, a little sloppy at times, but it's going to be a great game.
Salve obviously came into the year as one of the favorites. Right now, things would have to break their way to have every game in the playoffs here at home like you guys did. But they have high expectations. How do you manage those and also say, this is a Curry team that has tied Endicott, that has had some very good results. You have to take care of business here tonight first.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It is big to have the home field advantage here, but at the end of the day, this is a one-game season. It's a playoff game. The loser here is done for the season. So you could throw out the seeding, the records, and this whole season, really, it's all about the next 90 minutes and who can perform the best and put the ball in the net.
In net for Curry, Kyle Tremblay, 8-6-3 on the season. He's got 3 games with no goals allowed. He'll be opposed by Nathan Reed, 9-3-3 in net. The most wins in the CCC. He's had 5 games without a goal allowed. And we're underway. Seahawks with possession on the far side. Now they move it inside. Casey Kelly slides it across to the near side. Arpin up for Borges. Borges down the line. Here comes Jacob Guerra looking to cut inside, and he has the ball knocked off his foot. Ogiano trying to range for it. The big tangle up inside. Ogiano tripped up, down as well. There was a foul called against the Seahawks. Ogiano
definitely got the worst of that.
Yeah. And he's a warrior. He's been, I think, hobbled for most of the year. He
is a key part to this Seahawks team and the success, even when I was fortunate enough to play here and be his teammate. We definitely fed off his energy, and he is very capable of scoring goals for this team.
First team all-conference for Ogiano this season. Guerra pulled down, and some confusion here, I think, from the officials. This will be Salve ball. Reichart will play it all the way across. Casey Kelly, Commonwealth Coast Conference back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year, Senior Scholar Athlete as well. First team all-conference back. No surprise there, the accolades for Casey Kelly.
Absolutely not, and he deserves every single one of them. He works his butt off, and he is a huge part and leader for this team.
They call him Superman.
Superman.
Ball at midfield. Kelly here will slide it across. Arpin touches it to Guerra near side. Looks to chop it to Borges. Wanted the return pass. Borges tangled up with Eddie Medina. And the Seahawks will play it on back. Davies finds Ventura. Near side Arpin. No score. 42-43 and counting to go here in the first half. That ball looking for Pina wide of the mark. Colonels will take it back, but give it right on back to Salve Regina. Chopped inside, looking to find Pina, and it's knocked away from him. Medina near side. Borges, touch to Pina. Will give it wide to Guerra, and it's booted away from him. Lost out of play on the near side. Arpin will throw in for Salve Regina.
First 15, 20 minutes here are going to be very important. Both teams just trying to feel out the other one and not make that first early mistake to get capitalized on.
Long crossfield ball. Fed inside, deflects out wide. Here's Borges with space. He's just going to drive it on the goal, and it's high. Borges coming off of a hat trick performance in the Seahawks regular season finale.
He is having an incredible debut start to his career.
Yeah, sophomore, but like we said, no year last year.
First year eligibility.
So sophomore rookie. Made second team all conference as well. Seahawks will throw in from in front of their bench. Lobbed in, Ogiano trying to corral it. Back to Borges. Circles in the midfield. Loops it near side. Here's Guerra. Trying to test the right side. Now will angle his way middle. Looks to get it to Ogiano with the left foot. Plays it across. Ventura not able to run onto it. Back come the Colonels. Davies wanted to step up for the steal. Here comes Ryan Brady. Feeds it right side. And the ball knocked away. Seahawks will look to clear. Ryan Brady, former Seahawk.
Former teammate of mine here at Salve.
Played his freshman year here in 2018. And it went on to Curry. Here's Borges. Guerra ranges to try and keep it in. It's poked out of bounds. Seahawks will throw it in. Laird Parker there defensively for the Colonels. Here's space now. Guerra down the right side. Drives it on the cage, and he scores! Jacob Guerra with a laser shot straight through the wickets of Tremblay, and the Seahawks take the lead.
What a finish there for Guerra. Had your two best attacking players over there off that throw-in with Jordan Borges and Jacob Guerra, and they had a 2-on-1 and made the most of it.
Give you a look at the replay here. Guerra gets it all alone. I mean, he just rips this shot, bounces it 5-hole on Tremblay.
That is the start the Seahawks were looking for.
Guerra down the line. Too far for Borges. Just the 5th goal of the year for Guerra. Named 3rd team all conference. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with the respect. Even though he didn't have the big numbers this year, every team respects Guerra when he's out there on the field.
He was also injured for a large part of the season. I want to say he missed about 7 to 8 games this year.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Yep.
And the Seahawks were able to win a bunch of games without him, which was impressive. But certainly looking like he's rounding back into form here early on. Arpin will let this one roll out. Last touch by the Colonels. Well, you talked about the first 15, 20 minutes, Evan. I mean, 6 minutes in, Seahawks on top 1-0. You have to feel good about that if you're Salve, especially knowing the rain is going to slow down.
Absolutely. It's definitely a great start for them, and if you're Curry, too, there's no need to panic. Still 38 minutes left in the first half, whole nother half. It's a playoff game. Anything can happen. So no panic either way, but definitely a great start for the Seahawks.
When you score early like that, as a foul here is called against Salve, when you're a leader of a team and you score early like this in a playoff game, Brady trying to feed it through. Ball squibbed away out to the wing and now bounced out to midfield. You have to almost try and tell your team, hey, it's great, awesome, put it behind you.
Yeah,
it's nothing again.
It's interesting. You almost have to forget about it. It's definitely great to beat the team up, but you just got to keep playing. A lot of time left in this game. And Curry's not going to back down at any point tonight. So
Borges tugged on the jersey there.
And then in the other quarterfinal, actually, Roger Williams this afternoon beat Wentworth 2-1. So they are awaiting the winner of this game for the semifinal matchup.
And Roger Williams, I believe, they tied with Endicott, but Endicott got the 1 seed.
No, Endicott beat Roger Williams 2-0.
Oh.
Same record, and then just won the head-to-head.
My mistake. Misheard you. Long ball. Bounce on the goal. Colonels will feed it away. Casey Kelly settles it down on the far side. Time and space. He'll just try it again with the left foot. Trying to get it to Ogiano. It'll bounce wide of him. Snagged by Tremblay. And the junior from Methuen will roll it out to the near side. Kicked by Laird Parker. Given back to Ventura. Ventura with it again at midfield. Flicks it to Borges. Borges in space. Carries down the middle. Drives it wide of the goal left side.
I'll tell you what, with those first 2 shots for Jordan Borges tonight, that's exactly what you want to see out of your attacking center mid. Wasn't on frame, but he's looking to attack and get stuff going early.
.37-10 to go in the first. 1-0 Salve Regina. Colonels with it in their own third. Deep on the far side. Ball bounced around through midfield. Arpin in a foot race here for it, and will just play it back to his keeper, Reed. Will just boot it long and deep. Ogiano boxed out for position.
Gonna be offsides here.
And he's called offside.
Over and back. Classic case.
Kick here for the Colonels. Danny Bond putting some pressure on the far side. Kelly will kick it out of play. Colonels will throw in from in front of the Seahawks bench. Ball in the far corner, right side. Seahawks touch it out. Colonels will throw in deep in the corner, right side. Lobbed in front, bounce, thrown on the goal, popped up in the air. Out to the top of the box now. Here's a drive off the hands of Reed and out of play.
Nathan Reed from Delaware, what a save. Good for you. Great pressure by Curry, too. Rain is definitely slowing down here, but with the ball wet, field wet, keeper's gloves wet, you want to just put balls on net and anything can happen at this point.
Corner here for the Colonels, and they'll play short. Driven on the goal again and into the arms of Reed.
Little extracurricular activities from the ex-Salve teammates.
Ogiano. Ventura. Angling his way. Here's Borges. Down the left side, plays it on to Danny Bond. Looks to chip it inside. Ball knocked around by the Colonels. Ventura quickly feeds it back to Guerra, right side. Space for him. He'll fire it well wide. Headed by the Colonels. Back out to the 18. Ventura can't control, and the Colonels will clear it. Back to Casey Kelly, ranging at midfield. Quickly back down the left side. Bond sprinting, able to keep it in play. Bond has it poked away from out of play. Seahawks will throw in. 34-28 and counting to go here in the first half. Foul called here against Salve, so they'll turn it over deep in Colonel's territory. Reichart deflects it. Richard Silva trying to work his way free. Borges getting pulled down will send it long and deep, and they will call the foul. Seahawks will kick from midfield. Davies surveying will be the one to kick it away here. Swings the right leg. Right to the Colonels. Ball bounced near side. Arpin couldn't control it to keep it away from Ryan Brady. Colonels will throw in along the near touchline. Laird Parker flicks it in. Brady back to Parker. Trying to navigate the near side. Seahawks converge on him. Arpin trying to rip it away. Parker keeps on going. Ball deflects into the wing left side. Parker will run onto it with the left foot, wanting to drive it on the goal.
That's a goal kick. A little double deflection action there.
And Reed will have it. 32-26 and counting to go in the first half.
2 huge saves a couple minutes ago by Nate Reed. I believe this is his first playoff game.
Correct. As a starter, he did see action, I believe, in the NCAAs.
He did. He came in for the penalty
shootout.
kicks.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. What a memory that is.
And that's, speaking of goaltenders, had former goaltender Ryan Costa had him on broadcast before, talking about that mindset of, you know, like you said, Reed, not a starter 2 years ago, but you're the guy in the penalty kicks and having to be ready at all times.
Absolutely. Nate Reed has always been a penalty kick specialist at goal. He has a secret. I won't tell it, but.
Oh, definitely not.
I do know it.
Oh, the secret that he's 5'11" and has long arms?
Yeah. We'll go with that. What an athletic specimen Nate Reed is.
Casey Kelly has his kick deflected. Seahawks will throw in. Ball touched out of play, and this will go back to the Colonels.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, no, it's definitely still raining. I thought it completely stopped.
Let's not even talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about it. You got to understand now, Evan, there's the broadcaster's curse.
Yes.
I expect it to be, it's a light rain now, almost a mist. I think that's going to persist for the entirety of the night, but definitely not the driving, pouring rain like we had pregame.
Yeah, it was tough to get out of the house and come to this one, if we're being honest. Playoffs, though.
Oh, you got the call from me. Hey,
yeah.
You want to come be in the booth and call the game? Oh, absolutely.
And be dry the whole time?
Ooh, a little bit of extra action here. I think is that Brady and Kelly? It is. And they give a yellow card to Brady. You hear that driving rain, Evan?
I do.
That is the sound of the broadcaster's curse.
Yeah, I'm not a big curse guy either. I hate that.
Not a superstitious guy?
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Semi-stitious. Reichert will send it all the way across. Ventura wanted to get it to Danny Bond. Kelly will head it.
You almost knew Ryan Brady was going to come in here and be a little feisty and possibly get a card. Unfortunately for him, it's a little early. Still got about 75 minutes left in this game, and he's got to watch himself the rest of the way because another one and being down a man is not good.
Seahawks bounce it into the corner. Ogiano along the touchline. Rolls it all the way back. Casey Kelly nearly lost it. Now sprints down the left side. Kelly wide to keep it in play. Casey Kelly feeds it up top for a shot. That's blocked. Follow-up chance from Borges. Denied as well. Still loose up high. That one blocked again.
I'm not really sure what happened there. I mean, we can't see the out of bounds line, the other touch line on the far side, but it looked like the entire Curry team stopped playing, and Casey Kelly did not.
Yeah, it's tough to see in that corner on the infield grass, clay, of the turf softball field.
The yellow lines are also not the brightest on this field.
So
definitely seen brighter.
As you said, Kelly just kept on going.
Home field. He's played here a million times.
Here's a good ball for Guerra. He has the lone goal so far. Guerra, stutter step, moving to his right, able to work some space, looks to cross it, and Ventura can't finish it.
Fantastic chance there for the Seahawks. Again, if you're Curry, no need to panic. Take a breath, look around. They got to stick together.
First postseason appearance for the Colonels since 2016. Trailing 1-0, 27:50 to go in the first.
I believe that was the last year they beat us as well, beat the Seahawks. I believe it was the 2016 season in overtime in Newport, I believe.
2-1 in Milton.
Milton, oh.
In 2017.
I was close.
Guerra almost able to poke that one away from Eddie Medina from behind. Here's Arpin near side. All the way across, Casey Kelly collects, feeds back to Davies. Reichert in the middle. Across to Arpin. Guerra trying to pressure Medina. Davies with the loose ball. Will feed it back to Reed. He'll touch it to Casey Kelly. Kelly will drive it with the left foot, trying to feed Ogiano. Not sure if that would have been onside anyways. Ball flicked by the Colonels. I think that's off the foot of Silva.
I do believe he was onsides there. It was definitely tight.
Kick from Reed. Knocked away from Ogiano. Kelly takes it away at midfield. Bond sprinting left side. Wants to chip it towards Borges, deflected out by the Colonels. Seahawks will keep it with 26:09 and counting to go in the first half. Casey Kelly will throw in right in front of the Colonels bench. Borges looks to get to his left foot. Walks into space left side. Borges now, again, will test the end line. Stride for stride. He has it knocked free, out of play.
A corner out of it.
And this will be a corner. Borges will take it in the corner left side.
Salve generates a lot of corners with their offense.
Here's the kick from Borges. Wide. Kelly will head it up top. One-time shot from Guerra is wide. He's a little upset with himself, but that's a very difficult play to make regularly in the rain, no less.
It's your two grad student captains right there.
.25:08 to go.
Really tough to make substitutions in a game like this with how wet and cold and guys sitting on the bench and being stiff coming in. You don't want to put the extra pressure on them, but one tiny little mistake could not end well.
Laird Parker trying to get it to Brady. Ball bounced around from him, looks to feed it to the top of the box. Ventura able to jump to it, feeds it out to midfield. We have a whistle in behind the play.
I do not have an explanation for that whistle. I do not know. Looking better for Curry, though. Need more attacks like that and some shots on goal.
Here's Guerra as the heavy rain returns.
It's back.
Casey Kelly Does a rain like this really favor anybody, or does it just favor chaos?
Definitely chaos. At the same time,
Here comes Guerra with space, looking for his second one. Down is Tremblay, scrambling in front. A big collision. I think that's Borges maybe jumping into Tremblay. And let's see what the call is here. Tremblay, I think he had the ball. He fell down. Now he's shaken up.
bobbled the initial shot from Guerra, so it was a 50-50. I believe Curry's getting a free kick out of it, as they should, protect the goalie. But great fight from the Seahawks, nothing dirty.
And you just hope that Tremblay is okay. He seems to be.
With this rain, though, these guys playing in college, they've been playing their whole lives. Soccer players have played in rain a million times. Luckily, it's not very windy. It is coming down very fast, and it's on turf.
You're on Toppa instead of Reynolds.
Yes, it's a whole different story if this was a mud bowl on Reynolds. But definitely a couple more mistakes added in because of the rain. But at the same time, everyone out here has plenty of experience playing soccer in the rain.
Here's Borges. Thought about the long ball. Instead, comes to Guerra near side. Guerra now looks to send it long for Borges, who was sprinting to the goal. Headed away by the Colonels. Silva at midfield. Drops it on back. Santiago drops it back. A long, deep drive now into the corner. Kelly trying to get to it. Ventura comes to help as well.
Cheeky.
Silva can't corral it. Bond collides into a Colonel player. And they play on. And Bond with the ball now. Wanted to get it to Borges. Bond still harassing the pass here. Headed back out to midfield. Out of the reach of Pina. And Ventura looks to just kick it deep. Ogiano 1-on-2. Trying to get it to himself. Laird Parker will move it away from Ogiano. And a foul in the midfield here against Salve. Here's Parker. Drive deflected by Borges. Ogiano now trying to play it through for Borges. Right side. He'll one-time it on the net, and it's wide.
Great idea. Little chaotic there for both teams. Little pinball action.
That's two straight plays, though, where I've seen Borges make the initial pass and then run through.
Yes.
And either run straight to goal or that time running wide into the space. That's savvy play from a rookie.
Attacking minded. Gotta love it. Lots of freedom he has as well.
Menendez just into the game. Dragged down from behind.
We will get another yellow here.
Who are they issuing it to? Tough to see.
It is tough to see. Definitely a harsh tackle there. Oh, and a little kick away there.
I think that may be on Giovanni Martins.
Uh-oh.
You hear head coach Craig O'Rourke yell out, Salve, leave it alone. Like you said, you're leading 1-0. It's a playoff game. If you hope to move on, you don't want to be down anybody because of anything extracurricular here.
No, you do not.
So this is going to be a free kick from about, call it 25 yards out. Kelly. Save me by Tremblay. That was actually Guerra who took the shot. The rebound out wide and given back to midfield for Salve.
Good shot, great save. Got to put a free kick like that on net, make the goalie make a save, especially in conditions like this.
Guerra, 1-on-2 along the near side. Just feeds it off the legs of Laird Parker. Seahawks will throw in. Arpin loops it into Menendez. He loses it. Owen Bynum now. Plays it deep. Brady can't handle it at midfield. Ventura back to Borges. Borges trying to work one-on-one. Knocked away from him by Bynum. Spinning now is Medina. Parker Near side, Guerra. Step for step with him. Colonels have to play back. Ball deflects to Guerra. Wanted to touch it into space. Ball loose now. Here's
boy.
Ogiano with the left foot. Drives it on the goal, and the save made by Tremblay.
Alessandro will be upset with himself on that one. Great chance. Another great save for Curry's keeper.
Corner here, I believe.
It is.
Borges in the near corner right side. And he'll just touch it to Danny Bond. Bond looks to drive it on the net. His shot is blocked.
Throw in.
And a deep throw in.
It's unfortunate.
Bounce to Ventura. Back out wide to Borges. Borges knifing in right side, lost the ball. Floated out near side. He'll take a high hop. Arpin looks to settle it down.
Probably don't want to let that ball bounce there.
Taking it away now is Lucas Drons. Outlets midfield.
Much better from Curry here.
Martins feeds it across.
And look at a foul.
Ball back to midfield. Colonels with it in front of the Seahawks bench. Kelly there to strip it. Bond trying to feed up the near side. The Colonels will just squib it out of play. Seahawks will throw in from the far touchline with 18:34 to go in the first half. Still 1-0 Salve Regina. Jacob Guerra with the lone goal in the first 6 minutes. Colonels deflected out again. Seahawks will throw in a little bit further down from the Colonels bench. Lob towards Ogiano, deflected out to midfield. Trying to feed Guerra right side. Reichert will sprint back into space.
Ooh.
And feed it all the way across. That was kind of a dangerous pass.
I love
but
it.
it gets through to Casey Kelly.
I love it, but it could have, if not executed properly, that would not have been a good situation for Johnny Reichert.
Colonels will just feed it out long and deep. Kelly will throw in from the near touchline, from the far touchline, excuse me.
Salve is definitely on the front foot here.
Long drive from Bond. Wide of the uprights and the goal.
And a lucky fan gets a souvenir.
Colonels will kick it away. Kick to midfield. Ventura will head it first. Martins trying to corral it. Back to Ventura. Ogiano. Near side Guerra. Guerra slowly forward. Ventura. Little flick pass.
Oh, boy.
Guerra sends it just wide of the left post. In a crowd as well.
Good run by Jake Guerra there.
Seahawks have had a number of chances here to find that second goal. Some big saves from Kyle Tremblay and a couple of near misses for the Seahawks. Foul here against Bond. 16:05 to go in the half. Long drive down the left side. Drons looking to sprint onto it left side. In the corner. Guerra pokes it away, sends it out. Wide for Parker. Space for him. He'll loop it
Dangerous.
on the net, and it'll go wide.
Good strike there. Thought it was a little ambitious at first, but he hit it well.
15:36 to go in the first half. Seahawk fans, if you want to support Salve Regina men's soccer The Seahawks Take Flight campaign is underway. You can give right now. Text Seahawk to 52236 on your phone, and you can do it all on your mobile device and make a donation today to Salve Regina Men's Soccer. Once again, text Seahawk to 52236 to make a donation today. Again, that's 52236. Text Seahawk to give. 15 minutes to go in the half. Casey Kelly sprints back to get it, sprints ahead, and drives it deep for Menendez. Oh. And then he gets tripped up. Right in front of the Colonel's bench.
That is not good for Rich Ventura. Good to see him sit up quick. Good to see him stand up quick. That was 2 late challenges.
Was that Menendez or Ventura?
I believe
trying to see.
That is Richie Ventura. Could be. Oh, I am mistaken. I am so sorry. You are correct.
It's all good.
You are not good for Zeke then.
That's twice now that he's kind of been involved in two big collisions. Long drive on the goal, headed loose in front, punched on the goal, and they score! Two nothing, Salve Regina.
Salve Regina goal, scored by Rich Ventura.
Well, maybe you had a premonition, Evan.
I guess
Ventura does get involved. He punches home a rebound here from Borges' shot, and the Seahawks add to their lead.
It's almost as if I've been around a soccer game or two in my life.
Just a few.
A lot of time left if you're Curry. No need to panic.
That's a big goal, though, because the longer, in a game where if you're Salve, you feel like you've kind of dominated the chances and you're leading. If it's only 1-0, the longer that goes on, it just helps the other team, I think, believe that they're in it. And all it takes is one crazy bounce. 2-0, you still have to keep your foot on the gas, but you feel better if you're Salve.
Personally, I'm not a fan of this saying, but they say the most dangerous lead is a 2-0 lead. Not a fan, but that is what they say.
That's true. I mean, they say they say 3-1 in hockey, because you're up, but all it takes is one bounce, and then you're one more bounce away from being in a tie game.
There is lots of time left, though, for Curry.
Tons. And here's a free kick from 35 yards away, driven right of the goal, headed on the net, and they score! Just like that.
And it's a game. Curry is not going anywhere.
The kick from Justin Santiago. Fed on the goal, headed by Reed. And the Colonels respond swiftly.
Good for Curry. They needed that. They had been having good stretches of play, too. That's really their first chance since Nate Reed made those 2 saves earlier in the game. Good for them. Great finish.
Ventura lost it. Colonels with it near side. Parker will throw in. 12:38 to go. No official announcement on the goal. It was tough to see in the crowd who it was.
If I had to guess, I believe it was number 6. Could be mistaken.
We'll try and get you that information before the half, but definitely at halftime. Either way, 2-1 Salve. 2 quick goals. Ventura for Salve, and then the Colonels answer a minute later. Ball given away. Medina lost it out high. Reichert feeds it back to Borges. Borges navigates the right side. Here's Jacob Guerra. Starter steps away from Medina and plays it all the way back to Evan Arpin. Connect with Ventura midfield.
Really good.
Ventura slides it on back to Casey Kelly. Kicked away from Menendez. Seahawks will throw in from the far touchline.
Sam Renarski entering the game for the Seahawks.
Checking in with 11:14 to go. Seahawks will throw in. Ball nearly slipped away from the Colonels back there. They're able to kick it away, headed off by Davies out of play. Colonels will throw in. Casey Kelly deflects it, played back to Davies. Kelly receives near side. Davies once again. Two captains exchanging passes. Now back to Arpin. Borges trying to send it down the line. And that one will skip well wide of Guerra. Tremblay will pick it up.
It's a tough ball on the wet surface.
Winarski heads to Ventura. Spinning through midfield. Has it poked away. Racing in is Reichart. Good hustle play there. Gets it away to Guerra. Guerra. Reichart again. Sprinting in. Can't corral it. Here comes Martins. Brady. Driven wide of the goal. And Reed will come out and field it.
Almost feels that Salve now is the one that needs to take a breath, just relax. Momentum going Curry's way at the moment.
Well, like you said, that 2-0 lead's it's the most dangerous lead because you feel like you're up big, but you're really not.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said, in a playoff game, it's tough to not ride the emotions.
Absolutely.
But you have to almost forget every play just as soon as it happens. Headed away from Martins, flicked by Arpin. Santiago plays it all the way across right side. Left for Martins. His drive will bounce and skip out of play. Reed will kick it away. 8.5 to go here in the first.
Ooh. Oh, boy.
Davies knocks down Drons.
That was the pass earlier that Johnny Reichert thread the needle. He made it work. Unfortunately, his teammate was not able to do the same thing, and now Curry has a very dangerous free kick.
Just outside the 18.
Coach O'Rourke II is not happy. Again, the mindset here has to just put it on net, make the Salve goalkeeper make a save.
Looks to be Santiago who will kick it, and he does. Off the crossbar, into the box, loose on the ground, offside called.
They're gonna keep it, not call the offsides, play advantage with the keeper's hands there, but fantastic free kick by Curry, and got saved by the crossbar there if you're the Seahawks.
$7:14 to go. Borges. Along for Guerra. Has Menendez running to the net. Guerra tripped up momentarily. Slides to his left. Out to Borges. Right side, Menendez. Space for him. Looks to cross it. Deflected out. And a corner.
Very important for both teams here to not concede for the next 6 minutes. Get to halftime with a 2-1 score. Come out in the second half and go from there.
Borges in the corner, right side. He'll drive it to the far bar. Headed on the ground, and that one kicked out right at the goal line. I think that was Casey Kelly who had that on the net. And a man in deep for the Colonels there.
Oh, I thought that was going to be another corner kick. I think the team in white agrees with me. But the referee saw a goal kick.
I think that was Richard Savage in deep who basically kept that header from Kelly out.
You know, I'm not going to say it, but the weather looks like it's changing.
You're really pushing it. Talked about the 2-0 lead being the most dangerous lead. Mentioned the weather. Broadcaster's curse hat trick.
See what I can do. Really good here from Jordan Borges.
Taking contact as well. Feeds it to Guerra. Guerra showing off the footwork near side. Sprints back to it. Touches it up high. Reichart will loop it wide. Winarski trying to head it to the top of the box. Menendez left along. Borges feeds it wide of the net. Intercepted by Ogiano. Menendez juggles it and settles it near side. Sprints and looks for support. Guerra pushed from behind. It's been a physical game. Like you said, some familiarity.
Yes.
Playoff atmosphere.
I will let you know it is only going to get more physical as the game goes on.
Salve's been involved in a lot of physical games this year. I think it showed, as you said, from some of the injuries from early on. You don't play for 2 years. Arpin trying to keep it away from Drons. Casey Kelly sprints far side. Actually, that's John Reichert looking like Casey Kelly there defensively. Menendez tripped up, keeps the ball on the near far sideline, and the Seahawks will throw in.
Like you said at the beginning of the game as well, with Salve still being the reigning conference champions, it's just a bigger target on the Salve Regina Seahawks back. Every team wants to be the one to take them down, and Curry wants nothing more than to be that team that takes down Salve and continues their season on to the semifinals. Salve has the added pressure of keeping that going, and Curry wants nothing more than to end that.
Bad kick here from Reed. Luckily, Reichert there. He can't control it. Medina poked away from behind. Borges, he's stripped of it. Estrella can't get it through for Ian McGonigal. Ogiano puts on the gas, feeds it left side. Winarski digging to try and keep this one in play, and he does. Back out high, Menendez. Wide left side. Loops it towards the goal. Ogiano can't get a piece of it. Colonels float it back out to midfield.
I'll be honest, Andrew, I am sensing some fatigue from both teams here.
Here's Ogiano with the left foot. Drives it on the goal. Save made by Tremblay. Rebound shot from Winarski sent wide.
Great chance there for Salve. Good save by the Curry keeper.
2:16 to go in the first half. I'm sure between the adrenaline to start the game, the action we've already had, the physicality.
Playing in a wet jersey.
Both teams, I'm sure, will be happy to reach halftime.
Yes.
Ball down the line for Drons. Arpin there to keep it away. Guerra near side. Floats it down the line. Ball will belong to the Seahawks. 99 seconds to go in the first half. Arpin will throw in. Menendez keeps it away from two Colonels. Back to Arpin. Deflected out by Curry. 1:20 to go in the half. Arpin will throw in. Ventura looks around, plays back to Reichert. Nearly stripped. Near side Arpin.
1 minute left in the half.
Accelerating to midfield and lost it. Santiago stripped it. Here's McGonigal trying to turn the corner right side. Ball driven on the net and wide. Actually, I think that was Giovanni Martins.
Salve needs to take a big, deep breath right now. That would not have been a good goal to give up right 40 seconds before halftime.
Reed will take his time here to kick it away.
Great attack from Curry, though. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to give up in this game.
Martins, one of the two all-conference members for Curry, joining Ryan Brady. First all-CCC honors for them. And both of them have been a big part of what Curry has done here so far in the first half. Laird Parker flicks it with the left foot.
10,
Davies
9, 8,
heads it away.
7,
Drons trying to send it on the goal. Reed will watch it go wide. And that is how the first half will come to a close. So the Seahawks strike first. They build a 2-0 lead, but the Colonels have kept this close. They've kept it a game and a good playoff matchup here so far in Newport. We will take a break and be back with the call of the second half. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference men's soccer tournament action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back.
Hello, I'm Craig O'Rourke, the head men's soccer coach of Salve Regina Men's Soccer. For those of you wondering, Salve Regina Men's Soccer has risen to national prominence over the last few seasons. Our combined record over the last 2 years of playing is 30 wins, 5 losses, and 7 draws. In both years, we were regionally ranked, and in 2018, we rose in the national rankings, culminating in a number 14 position in one of the national polls. During the last 3 seasons, we've had 4 players named All-American, and each year we've had multiple players being named All-Region, and in 2018 we led the entire country with 5 All-Region selections. We are back-to-back Commonwealth Coast Conference regular season champions, and in 2019 we earned the conference's automatic bid to the NCAA. We are always aggressively looking to bring in new talent, and we are looking for technically capable and tactically aware players who are capable of doing our vision across all 3/3 of the field, dependent upon time and score. Any prospective student athlete that is interested in contacting me and sending us information as well as film should email me directly at craig.o'rourke@salve.edu. If you didn't get that email address, don't worry. Just go on the Salve Athletics website and all of my contact information can be found on there, as well as a great deal about the team, including schedule, roster, and team information. Any questions, feel free to email me and get in touch with us, and we will get back to you. It's a point of pride for the entire coaching staff that we respond to every email that comes to our office. Thank you, and best of luck in soccer. Hello, I'm Craig O'Rourke, the head men's soccer coach of Salve Regina Men's Soccer. For those of you wondering, Salve Regina Men's Soccer has risen to national prominence over the last few seasons. Our combined record over the last 2 years of playing is 30 wins, 5 losses, and 7 draws. In both years, we were regionally ranked, and in 2018, we rose in the national rankings, culminating in a number 14 position in one of the national polls. During the last 3 seasons, we've had 4 players named All-American, and each year we've had multiple players being named All-Region, and in 2018, we led the entire country with 5 All-Region selections. We are back-to-back Commonwealth Coast Conference regular season champions, and in 2019, we earned the conference's automatic bid to the NCAA. We are always aggressively looking to bring in new talent, and we are looking for technically capable and tactically aware players who are capable of doing our vision across all 3/3 of the field, dependent upon time and score. Any prospective student athlete that is interested in contacting me and sending us information as well as film should email me directly at craig.o'rourke@salve.edu. If you didn't get that email address, don't worry. Just go on the Salve Athletics website, and all of my contact information can be found on there, as well as a great deal about the team, including schedule, roster, and team information. Any questions, feel free to email me and get in touch with us, and we will get back to you. It's a point of pride for the entire coaching staff that we respond to every email that comes to our office. Thank you, and best of luck in soccer.
Welcome back to Toppa Field. Start of the second half here in this Commonwealth Coast Conference men's soccer quarterfinal match between Salve Regina and Curry College. The Seahawks leading the Colonels 2-1. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Evan McDonald bringing you the call here today. Quick run of your out-of-town scoreboard. As you mentioned, Evan, earlier, Roger Williams defeats Wentworth 2-1 in that game. West New England up 1-0 early here on Gordon in the 5-4 matchup. Seahawks leading 2-1 here in this game. Goals from Ventura and Guerra as Danny Bond absorbs a hard hit.
And we have another yellow coming. It's going to be a lot more of that for the rest of the way. Wow. That's a red card in his hand. Oh. Oh. Just a yellow. Took out the red.
Who did they issue that to? Because, as you said, one already belongs to Ryan Brady.
I was going to say that would have been a wild red card.
Here's a kick for Borges.
It's a great
Looped
ball.
into the middle,
Own goal.
headed on the goal, and they score! Ogiano! And the Seahawks regain a 2-goal lead.
I believe that was an own goal. I believe a Curry player headed that in the net. "29 seconds into the second half here."
So a costly card. Three 3-1 Salve Regina.
Next 5 minutes are going to be very important for both teams.
That one just wide of Martins, trickling into the corner. That's going to stay in play. Running onto it, sliding to keep it in is Brady. Ball out to the near side, though. Casey Kelly will take it and look to send it long and deep. Bounced on to Menendez in the corner. Menendez stumbling, keeps his footing. Alone in the left side corner. Back up top to Ogiano. Ranging to his left. Spins it on the goal. Tremblay makes the save. Ball out of play in a corner.
Would just like to apologize there for the bad camera work. Fell asleep for a quick second.
Borges in the corner. Quick start here for the Seahawks to this half. Borges drives it to the net. Loose on the ground. Booted out by the Colonels. Arpin sprints in to keep it alive. Here's Jacob Guerra trying to poke it through to himself in space. And the Colonels will send it long out to midfield. Bounced out Davies with the right foot. Sends it up high. Alec Kuros. His first action here. Sends it out to Guerra. Can you check on the yellow card, please? Ball on the far side. Out there, Arpin will just feed it off of the Colonel player, not a play.
It is going to be a physical 42 minutes here for the rest of the way.
Already a card in the first 20 seconds, leading to the goal for Salve. Here's a great ball across the field. Danny Bond gets a favorable spin. He'll keep it in play, wide left side. Bond sends it out high, headed by the Colonels, keeping this one in play. Bounce to the top of the box. Guerra juggling. Menendez trying to get to it. Kuros floats it into the corner right side. Ogiano settles it, tries to get to his left foot. His shot is blocked. Kicked out by the Colonels, but deflected off of Ogiano. Or not. But that was a big play made inside. by Richard Savage to block the shot. This one fed into the box, knocked out again by the Colonels. And they're off and running now through midfield. Near side, Justin Santiago looks to sneak one through. 3 Seahawks there to knock it away. Santiago, though, sprinting back to get to it in the near side. Double teamed along the touch line, and he'll lose it out of play. 3-1 with 41:06 to go. Well, that goal, for now, credited to Ogiano. It may be an own goal, as you said, Evan.
Yes.
Familiar territory for Ogiano, who won the Seahawks their 2019 championship crown.
That goal also went down as an own goal.
For Endicott College. But it's the presence of Ogiano that creates those circumstances. Borges turns, looks to head upfield. Sprints into space now. Borges, stop and start. Chips it right side.
Yeah.
Guerra offside. Good action there, though, from the Seahawks.
Great action. Probably one touch too many, which is why Guerra ended up being offsides. But can't complain there if you're the Seahawks.
Official stops time here.
I believe we have a shoe tie going on.
Colonel's with it in deep. Look to send it across. Ball bounced into space. Bond sends it high down the far side. Menendez skying for it. He has taken some big hits and hard falls here in this game. Borges slips it down the right side. Guerra trying to keep it in play. He does. Upended, though. Sprinting in is Arpin. Looks to send it through. Menendez. Down the line. Out of play. And a corner.
Another Salve Regina corner.
It'll be Borges in the far corner. Seahawks moving right to left here in this second half in the home whites. Colonels in the road purple jerseys moving left to right. Borges swings the leg. Driven wide of the net. Ogiano can't get it on the goal.
Another one. Another corner.
This time in the near corner left side. Borges swings the leg, sends it to goal.
Wow.
Deflected by Tremblay. Loose on the ground. Curo sends it out wide. Bond. He looks to one-time it.
Great
loops
shot.
it on the goal, and he scores! Danny Bond picks the top right corner, and it's 4-1.
What a moment for the freshman. Great hit.
Thought initially he had time to strike it. Maybe thought about it for an extra second, but he was just dialing in the extra geometry and the trajectory to get that one into that top right corner.
What a moment.
His second goal of the season. Getting the start here today as well. And he has rewarded head coach Craig O'Rourke II with his effort here in this one so far. Casey Kelly kind of caught in no man's land there. Reed just says, you know what, I'm going to come out and clean this up.
Curry's going to be forced here to probably change formations. They're going to need some goals here. Down 4-1, 38 minutes left. Plenty of time. A lot can happen, but they're going to be need to be more attacking here.
What change would you look for them to make? Normally a team, I think, likes to play out of the back, but...
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to take away a defender of some sort. I would add an attacking center mid. It looks like they're kind of playing one guy up top. I might throw another one up there, but if they want to get back into this game, they're going to have to get some numbers up there, create some chances, get some numbers.
Seahawks this time called for the foul on the far side, and a yellow card as well, I think, issued to Guerra.
Yes.
And that's just the one thing you don't want to have happen.
Nope, I was just about to say this is exactly what Curry wants.
4-1, 37-35 to go. Rack up some cards, fouls.
They still have two guys back at midfield. I'd send another one, but looks like the ref and the coaches are having a discussion.
On the far side, which is where the kick will be coming from. Line drive kick. Headed into the box, on the goal, and Reed there to make the save.
Great chance.
That was Owen Bynum. Reed sends it long and deep, bouncing in stride. Ogiano collects, flicks it on the goal and wide.
That would have been Nathan Reed's second career assist if that had gone.
That was an incredible kick. And not much wind anymore to speak of, so.
I don't see much rain either.
Oh, man. Corner kick here. Borges floats it inside. Headed on the goal by Ogiano. Stopped in front. His follow-up chance is blocked in wide. Martins will track it down and send it out to midfield. Menendez. Tangled up. Sends it out wide. Guerra. Chip to Borges. Stop and start. Down the right side. Borges will lose it off his foot. And a kick coming here for Kyle Tremblay. Arpin sprints onto the ball. He loses it out of play. 35-48 to go.
Arpin having to play in the back with the injury to Nate Constantino for the Seahawks. Big hit. Great player.
This year, more than any other, has really been, for all squads, a war of attrition. You have freshmen and sophomores who haven't seen action, trying to work them, not only just into collegiate shape and skill, but also schedule.
Yep, we actually just got notification, Andrew, that the third goal goes down as a own goal on Curry, and then nobody is quite sure who got that yellow card we were wondering about.
Okay. Well, luckily, those sorts of things all correctable in time, and for those specific details, you can check in to the box score later on this evening on salveathletics.com if it's really bugging you. Here's Borges. Tiptoeing right side, gets it along. Here's Guerra trying to send it on the goal.
Another one.
And he scores! Jacob Guerra putting on a show. 5-1.
Assisted by Clement Borges.
Great run. Great ball, great run, great finish.
And another assist for Borges, who is having a tremendous night as well.
Yeah, a tremendous night, tremendous season for his debut of his career.
Well, now, like you said, you thought the physicality was going to pick up.
It is definitely going to pick up
This
now.
is kind of that danger territory. You've got a team that's down 4 goals.
Yep.
Seeing their season on the brink. If you're Salve, you cannot take another yellow card here in this game.
Correct. And Salve just made a substitution, getting Jacob Guerra of rest. Number 14, Casey Lang, getting into the game, wearing a great jersey.
Does the yellow card that Guerra already picked up play into that at all?
I'm not sure about the yellow card. I would say his health plays a role in that decision.
Brady can't get one through. Here's Casey Kelly. Plays it in stride. Great ball here for Borges.
Oh.
And a strong tackle. That ball out of play. It will belong to the Seahawks. They'll throw in.
It is worth noting as well that Richard Ventura, number 8, has not played in the second half, and he is obviously a big piece of what Salve does. So for Alaquiros to come in and for Salve to get the 3 goals that they've gotten here in the second half without Rich being involved is huge for them.
Borges tripped up. Foul called here against Curry. 34-25 to go in the second half. Seahawks have broken this one open, and I think another yellow card issued. Perhaps. I think the official maybe was just holding up. They had those little canisters of temporary paint to mark out the 10 yards. I think that's what we saw.
I didn't see him write anything down.
Borges off the kick, loops it on the goal wide.
Ambitious.
Looking to add to his totals. 5-1. Goal scorers for the Seahawks. 2 from Jacob Guerra. An own goal for the Colonels. And then Rich Ventura as well.
And Danny Bond.
And Danny Bond, correct.
With a great goal. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that is his first career goal.
Second.
I
peeked.
I'm trying.
I thought.
I'm trying out here.
He's gotten some action. He's a very tenacious player.
Great name, too.
Oh, Mr. Bond.
He might have gotten recruited solely because of his
solely.
name.
Well, I mean, do we know his middle name?
It's James.
It is James?
It is
wow,
James,
fantastic.
Yes. That has Coach O'Rourke written all over it. Great skill there by Brady.
You can thank the Bond family. It's almost a given middle name.
Yes. Here comes Curry, and this is what they need. They have everyone loading up in the box.
Bond skying for that one. He's able to deflect it to Casey Kelly near side. He'll play it down the line. Menendez stumbling with the right foot. Can't keep it in play. It'll belong to the Colonels. It's 28-8. The shot advantage for Salve. 12-5 in shots on goal. 6-1 in corners. A lot of gamesmanship going on here.
Oh, yes.
Drons plays it away from Kuros, intercepted by Lang. He sends it up the far side. Not able to track it down. Colonels will work it back as Lang sprints back into the frame, trying to pressure from behind. Ball into the corner left side. Arpin tracking back, trying to shield it from Curry forward.
Curry's got to get more numbers up. They got to create some chances. You got nothing to lose at this point.
They throw it in short. Moved out to midfield. Loose and a foul here against Salve.
Salve wants to refrain from doing that. Do not want to give him chances like this.
So ball on the left hash.
It is a very central free kick, though, and way too far to shoot. So it is a tough area for a free kick, but you still don't want to give it up.
Chipped into the box. Racing out is Reed. He deflects it out high. Loose on the ground. Booted out by Salve. Colonels will keep it at midfield. Fed on the ground to the left side. Deflected. Colonels with it out high. Sent wide of the net. Seahawks will get it back.
A lot of time left. 30 minutes. Curry's got to dig deep, get some chances, bury a couple, and get some momentum back their way.
Kick from Reed. Collected by the Colonels, but deflects to Danny Bond.
Great ball.
Looks to float it in space. Trying to run onto it is Menendez. Too far for him. Tremblay collects and quickly rolls back out. Colonels cannot waste any time.
No.
Give him back to Arpin. Touch to Lang. 1-on-3. He loses it on the far side, but hustles to try and get back into the frame. Slows up the rush a little bit here for the Colonels. Martin's forced to play it back. Reichert to Bond. Ogiano can't keep it on his toe. Colonels will throw in near side. Bond will throw in. More subs coming here for Salve.
Looks like Richard Ventura and Nolan Pina.
So 2 starters back into the game. Bond touches it to Pina. Back to Ogiano out high. Feeds Ventura inside. Now wide to Bond. Dribbling in the corner. Back out to Pina. Pina tripped up and draws a foul. Head coach Craig O'Rourke II calling out instructions here for this free kick. The kick from Bond, driven on the goal and just high.
I'm not sure he meant to do that, but it was very close to being successful.
A little bit of a breeze now picking up, so that ball did carry.
Still no rain.
You're just going to keep bringing it up?
I'm dry in here. I'm doing all right.
It was bound to stop. We knew that much. Just glad that we were able to stay dry in here.
Yes. I'll tell you what.
And bring you this broadcast. For anybody out there, thank you for finding us on the Salve Athletics Network.
As a player, though, you almost want it to keep raining because now your jerseys are soaking wet, your cleats are soaking wet, but it's no longer raining. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah, you're more aware of it.
Yeah.
If it's just pouring rain, you're like, oh, yeah, this is cool.
Yes.
I'm in the rain.
Now you're just uncomfortable playing normal soccer.
First action here tonight for Nick Diamond. Davies. Kuros trying to run through a tackle. Casey Kelly will watch it go out of play, and he will throw in. 26:58 to go. Ball looped out of play deep into Curry territory. And it will actually be a throw-in here for the Seahawks. Casey Kelly will toss in. Knocked away from Diamond. Skipped wide of Ventura. Kuros tripped up, and another foul here against Curry. "35 yards away, wide to the left side. Danny Bond. This time, chip shit.
Oh, boy.
Low line drive, headed
Offsides.
on the goal. Offsides is Diamond. Ball played in deep. Loose at midfield. Here comes the counter here for the Colonels. Brady drops it on back. And the Colonels can't keep it in on the far side. Long ball here for Menendez. One-on-one. Not able to catch up to it. And a goal kick here coming for the Colonels. Seahawks had 5 members on the all-conference team, led by Casey Kelly, as I said, back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year, also Senior Scholar Athlete. Coach Craig O'Rourke, speaking about his honoree, said, "Soccer is a team sport that can only be accomplished through the collective work of the group. But awards like this do permit for the individual abilities to be acknowledged and celebrated." He's very happy for each of their recipients to be given the all-conference moniker by the CCC office. And ultimately, I'm happiest to see Casey Kelly celebrated in this way with his 3 awards: First Team All-Conference, Defensive Player of the Year, and Senior Scholar Athlete of the Year. He has been such a diligent, dedicated, and tireless leader these past 5 years for our program, and I cannot say enough about all that he has given to our team and campus community. He simply is the absolute epitome of a true scholar athlete. His performance in the 2019 season led to him earning a multitude of awards, from All-Conference to All-American. And this year, he picked up right where he left off. It's difficult to imagine what our season would look like without him, and once his time here in Newport is done, he will be sorely missed by our team and athletic department. That's Craig O'Rourke II speaking on Superman Casey Kelly.
There's not many awards that Casey Kelly has not won, and he deserves every one of them. Works very hard, both in school and in soccer in the off season. Great teammate.
And tremendously athletic. I mean, he plays soccer. He's very good at it.
Yes.
I get the sense he could probably play anything he wanted. Am I wrong? You know, you guys play different sports in your off time. You could tell me if he'd be a horrible basketball player. I don't know.
That's what exactly. I think I've only seen him play basketball, and he's atrocious at basketball. So yeah, I'm being honest too. He's all right at volleyball.
He's got tremendous hops. You see that on the corners.
Yes. Really bad at basketball, though.
Colonels looking for a spark.
Here comes a corner kick.
And here it is. Corner with 22:56 to go. A long way.
Still doesn't look like they're sending everybody, though. They still have 2 guys at half, even though there's no Salve forwards up there. I would get as many purple jerseys in that box as I could.
Kick from Brady. Skips out of the box. Near side. Ethan David will play it into space. Tracking back is Richard Savage for it. Ball deflected near side. Ventura angles it off and gets it back to Casey Kelly. Trying to get it long for David. With the left foot, looks to send it across. Ball loose at the top of the box. Left-footed drive is blocked. Dribble down the cage. Menendez looked like he was held up. Instead, it's Narski who sends it into the goal. Seahawks pouring it on.
Yes, this game has blown open.
Salve Regina goal.
Easier said than done here, but both teams got to keep your head.
Assisted by Casey Lang.
Casey Lang picking up the assist.
It's got to be that jersey he's wearing.
I was waiting for a chance to make a reference. Doing the number proud?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm glad it was him. Good guy.
Evan wore 14 in his playing days, for those who could not immediately discern the obvious. I mean, you talk about a lot of the chances the Seahawks have generated tonight here off corners, as they like to do. Jordan Borges, the man out there who triggers in those corners.
Yep.
Talk about what it takes to do that. I know that was one of your specialties. You were the man out there in the corner. What does it take to be a good corner kicker?
He's just he's very technically capable. serving a variety of different balls, whether it's the near post, playing a floater to the back post, or just a line drive, whatever it is. And I don't know him crazy well, but from what I've seen, he's a pretty intelligent person, which comes with it too. So he's got the IQ and he's got the capability to do it, and he does it. Good pressure here from Curry. Salve's got to be careful.
Off the corner, spun in front, deflected out wide. Bounced out to midfield. Winarski sprinting with it, and we'll get it to the other side of the field.
There might be a foul coming here.
Five-goal lead for the Seahawks, 19:52 to go.
One at a time if you're Curry.
Pina.
Oof.
Slides it through towards David. Knocked away from him. Casey Kelly. A lot of subs up top for Salve. Here's Diamond. Carries left side of the box. Diamond. And a crowd looks to cross it. Deflects out to Pina. Pina. Able to keep his footing. Casey Kelly stripped and commits a foul.
Playing quick.
I said a lot of subs up top for Salve, but still that backfield, everyone in there. Reed will grab this one out of his net. You still have Kelly, Davies, and Arpin in there.
Yeah.
Don't think you're going to see subs coming in that spot.
Pretty confident in saying they will be in for the next 18:31.
Reed sends it long and deep, bounces away from Diamond. David trying to stay on side. Kept it alive for a moment in a crowd. Back out to midfield for the Colonels.
Great move by Ryan Brady there.
Brady tried to get around Kelly, who reaches out and grabs him. Easy foul call made there between former teammates.
Just teammate love, that's all it is. Looks like we have a couple Curry subs coming in, including a goalie change.
Kelly runs into his man, ball loose up high. Brady chips it far side, fell down as he did so. Wanted to get it across to Nick Corso. Corso, one of 6 seniors on the Colonel squad,
You said 6?
who may or may not be playing in their last game here today.
Yes.
You never know, given the fact that everyone does have one more year of eligibility. Tremblay will come to the bench. Tough day for him under constant assault.
Made some great saves early.
Matteo Peguri seeing his first action now. Casey Kelly will watch this one bounce, and he will throw in. Ventura flicks it into space. Deep drive from Medina. And is out of play. .16:05 to go here in the second. Seahawks really broke this one open right out of the gates of the second half. First 10 minutes, 3 goals. An own goal, Danny Bond, and then Guerra with his second.
Oof.
Nolan Pina a little shaken up.
Yeah, that was he went to kick the ball and kicked the bottom part of Curry player's cleats right on the studs. Does not feel good.
Trying to get off the field. Down at midfield, Winarski with it. Foul called here against Salve. Pina not able to get off. And finally the officials will stop play.
Yeah, that does not feel good. But, again, here's another chance for Curry. Exactly what they need. Looking to capitalize, get one back.
Salve Regina head athletic trainer David Cox out to check on Pina. 15:21 to go. Awaiting a free kick here from about, call it 32 yards away.
I'd say 33.
Tomato, tomato. And Pina getting to his feet. He'll get helped off by David Cox.
Trainer Dave.
And a teammate. Well, he got a start here today. Played solid minutes. Kind of a different starting lineup for the Seahawks here today. But it helped them navigate that first 15, 20 minutes in a driving rainstorm. That has since calmed down.
Oh, now it's your turn.
15:21 to go. Ready for play now. Santiago with the free kick, loops it into the box. Seahawks head it first. They head it second. Borges wanted to track it down on the far side. Brady will do so for the Colonels and play all the way back. 15 minutes to go. Colonels looking for a miracle. Seahawks wanting to play out this next 15 minutes and set up their date in the semifinals. Ball played wide, right side. Alex Batista back into the middle. Batista again, near side. Chips it with the left foot.
Ball.
In front, loose on the ground, and skipping wide of the intended target.
That was a great chance for Curry. Great ball. It's important for Salve here with how this game's going and what the score is and how much time is left to not get into bad habits and get lazy just because they can get away with it in a time like this.
That was Dom Simpson, another senior from Annapolis, Maryland, who had that ball skip just wide of his foot in front of the goal. Reed to kick it away. Out to midfield. Borges will head it forward. Colonels can't corral it. Ventura. Near side, Winarski. Into the middle of the Borges. Couldn't carry it through. Stepping up is Arpin. Ball deflects off his foot, out of play. 13:35 to go. 6-1, Salve Regina with the lead. Seahawks had won 3 in a row versus the Colonels coming into tonight. Also the 4th ever postseason matchup between these two squads. Curry won the first matchup in 1990. Neither of us was alive yet, Evan.
I was not.
1-0 the score in that game. They met again in 1996. 4-0 Salve win. That game also played on October 30th. And then the most recent playoff matchup before tonight was in 2006. A 3-2 win for the Seahawks in double overtime.
There's a save for the keeper.
Matteo Piguri Freshman from Auburn, New Hampshire.
It's a good state. Great state.
$12:24 to go.
I'll tell you what, Andrew, it looks like those 3 Salve center backs that we were talking about, looks like they're going to be coming out here in a second.
It's always got to be such a nervous thing for a coach. I mean, when you got to do that calculus.
Correct.
Which I think Craig O'Rourke II, being a WPI grad, he can do some math.
Yes.
How many goals do they need?
Yep.
Getting these guys rest. You can close out the game with them, but you'd hate to see an injury or.
That's a fine line, but it's also important too. He's putting in a lot of young guys to get playoff experience, regardless of score. Getting on the field, getting some touches in a high intensity playoff game, it does a lot going forward for those players.
Reed drives us to the near side. Winarski flicks it. Ethan David has it bounce away from him. Paguri out to field this with 11:20 to go in this Commonwealth Coast Conference quarterfinal matchup. The 3-6 matchup here tonight.
Oh.
Colonels will play back to Paguri. Manousis trying to get to it. Ball deflect out of play. Halftime between the Golden Bears and the Scots, and it's tied 2-2.
Wow.
In that quarterfinal matchup.
Shootout.
Golden Bears struck very early in that game to take a 1-0 lead.
I was going to predict this, give my little prediction of this game before the game started, and I was going to call this game a shootout, and I'm very certainly glad I didn't say that and curse that. Because we do believe in that.
I've made you a believer.
Yes.
Under 10 to go, 5-goal game. That Western New England game, Mike Milazzo scored in the first 4 minutes. Then the Scots retook the lead. Chase Gwynn in the 34th, George Coogan in the 41st. Followed up 30 seconds later by Milazzo again. And so that is how the Golden Bears and Scots are tied 2-2 up in that matchup.
Chase Gwynn, the Gordon Ford, very, very good player. He, I believe, was the runner-up for Offensive Player of the Year behind Javi Beltran on Roger Williams, who ended up getting the award this year.
Who led the conference in scoring in conference games.
Yeah. He is a true striker. He puts the ball in the back of the net.
$9:10 to go. Casey Kelly still battling. Keeps it away from Sean Hobbs. And outlets, James Bruno. Up the left side. Bruno will slow things up now. Cut his way middle. Lost the ball, taken by Connor McCann, sophomore from Hanover, Mass. For the Colonels.
Ooh.
Danny Bond played it behind Arpin. Ball into the corner. Seahawks sprinting back for it. I believe that's Patrick Moylan into the game. And he gets it away to Danny Bond.
I also believe that Pat Welsh is over there for Evan Arpin. Looks like Coach O'Rourke took out Arpin and Davies, but Superman Casey Kelly staying put. Also looks like Brendan Bellinger is over here on this left side closest to us, getting his first look.
Correct. Like you said, invaluable experience.
Yes.
Especially for Bellinger, sophomore. Didn't play last year. You're a rookie as well. Any time is good time.
Absolutely. Pays dividends.
Ball nearly stolen by Batista. 7:25 to go.
Good couple stretches here from Curry, keeping the ball, going side to side. Clearly not giving up still.
And at a point in this game, it's been 6-1 for a while now. You have to just, if you're a team in that position, you put your head down. You say, not going to look at the clock, not going to look at the scoreboard. This is about pride.
Absolutely. Great season for Curry, really was. Played really well this year.
The conference, I felt this year, was as wide open as it's been in any year recently.
Yes.
Not sure how much of that, how much COVID played into that, with the lack of a season and a lot of unknowns for both, all teams coming into the year in terms of who they had and who everyone else had and getting adjusted. But there were it was mixed results all over the place.
Yes.
I mean, Curry went up and tied Endicott.
Yeah, for at the beginning of the year, Western New England was rolling, and I'll be honest, I was looking at scores. I was thinking they were going to end up the top dog, and then they dropped off a little bit. Endicott went on a run. Roger Williams having a great season. Suffolk, new first time in the conference this year. They had a great season.
Yeah, and unfamiliar opponents as well.
Yep.
So it really is anyone's tournament.
Yep.
But a strong showing here tonight for Salve.
Yeah. Good for Curry, too. They went on a great run in the middle of the season, went on I want to say a 4 or 5 unbeaten streak, game unbeaten streak. And they're losing 6 seniors. Who knows about their eligibility, but it looks like they have a lot coming back, and it's a great season to build off of.
Their first postseason appearance since 2016 for the Curry squad, helmed by Peter Mendel in his 15th season. .5:22 to go in a 5-goal game. Colonels work it into the middle. McCann sends it across. Bond nearly jumped that and had the steal.
I'll tell you what, though, the Curry coach has got to be pleased because, like you said, the Colonels have not put their heads down. They're still moving the ball around, still playing soccer, doing what they can.
Colonels work it into the attacking end. Up top to Hobbs. He's double-teamed. The ball knocked away from him.
Oof.
Who else but Casey Kelly and then Mike Manusis.
That could have been really bad. Little studs-up action.
Fouled near the midfield.
If I was a Salve Regina player right now, I would take minimal touches and get the ball out of my feet as quickly as possible.
Bruno looks to play it across to Menendez. Danny Bond. Manusis, who was just tripped up, sends it across. Bruno will walk it back out. Up top, Ventura. All the way across to Reichert. Seahawks playing a little connect the dots here.
Be careful.
Down the right side, Menendez. Tripped up.
You can almost just see it coming.
Seahawks will have a free kick from the far touchline. Bond will be the one to take it. Right along the 7-yard line. Bond will strike it low on the goal. Blocked in front. And booted out by the Colonels. Casey Kelly with 3 minutes to go. Moves it into the middle to Patrick Moylan.
Be careful.
And you talk about those minimal touches and just getting out. That's mostly because the Colonel's just trying to pick it and go.
Yes, it's a safety thing. My pain tolerance personally is pretty low.
Everybody respects an honest man, Evan.
Yes. Anyone who's played with me, I do not like getting kicked in the feet. Happens often. Don't like it.
It's a tough thing to not like for a soccer player.
I know. Honestly, one of my own teammates, Nathaniel Crocker, used to get me the most in practice, more than games.
He was a tough sub.
Yes.
Didn't often be in the starting lineup, but one of those energy guys, toughness.
Yeah, good guy. Miss Croc. No, I don't miss him stepping on my feet, but I miss him as a person.
Manousis trying to send it wide left side. Diamond, no one home in the corner, far side. He was part of that 2018 class.
He was.
One of the, as Coach O'Rourke would say, probably the greatest class, maybe one of the greatest classes in Seahawk history, certainly one of the most decorated.
I'm also going to say it's one of the biggest, as in, I believe, 9 seniors. Like they stuck through.
Yeah.
Usually for most classes, you come in with a big class as a freshman group, and as the years go on, some people
drop off,
and the amount of people from each class dwindles down. But 9 guys, 9 really good players. Got to play with them for 3 years. Very blessed.
Bruno stumbling towards the goal. Oh, the save here for Peguri.
Yeah.
Well, that 2018 team obviously was a buzzsaw for most of the year. Ran into a good Gordon team in the semifinals, and that is where their season ended. But
yeah,
a lot of the guys who were on, quote-unquote, the B side of that team, you talk about those 9 seniors being so strong and dominating.
Yep.
Coming into 2019, you lose that class. You wonder, hey, what are we going to have here? What's this year going to be like? And it helped playing against a class like that.
Absolutely.
For 3 years, and then that season in particular got so many guys ready.
Absolutely. Our practices that year were incredible, very competitive, very back and forth. Great group of guys that year, and we had a great season, and unfortunately one loss ended it.
Bellinger can't control that midfield. 35 seconds to go.
And it's looking, well, not looking. We are going to have a Salve Regina Roger Williams semifinal. That is the Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees matchup of the CCC.
Rhode Island rivals.
Yep. It'll be a battle.
They tied in their most recent matchup.
And we tied in 2018 as well, so neither team has gotten a result against each other.
Well, the Seahawks took the lead. They never trailed. It was close at the half. Salve Regina blows it open early in the second, and they will cruise to a 6-1 final here tonight. Salve Regina in their first postseason action since 2019 takes this one 6-1 over Curry College. And we talked about it for the Colonels. Their 6 seniors, Luke Robitale, a goaltender who we didn't get to see, Declan Foley, Nick Corso, Richard Silva, Dom Simpson, and Jacob Champagne. Don't know if they'll be back for the Colonels. If this is indeed their last game or the last game for any of them, got to be proud, as you said, of the season they had and the effort they put forth here tonight against a very good and well-prepared Salve Regina team.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Curry. Great season for them. Something to build on for the younger guys on that team. Great showing tonight. Great first half. And unfortunately for them, it blew open. But great season for the Colonels.
So the Seahawks victorious here tonight. They will be on the road to go play the Hawks. Preview that matchup a little bit for us here, Evan.
Yeah, Roger's big this year. Like physically, they got some big boys. I know it was a battle when Salve played them a couple weeks ago. I'll tell you what, it doesn't even have to be a playoff game with those two teams. You're going to get the best from both sides anyway. It's called the Derby, Rhode Island Derby. So it's going to be a battle. Roger Williams has a big turf field. I believe it's a little bigger than this. They'll have a great crowd. I'm sure Salve will get some fans up there, and it'll be a great 2-3 matchup to get to the final.
Seahawks give their home crowd a hand, not knowing if this is the final home game of the season. Potentially, if there is an upset along the way and if they can advance to the championship, it could be here. Or it could be up in Endicott for the CCC title. No matter where they play, though, the Seahawks remain conference champions. They will continue their crown defense, but on the road next in the semifinals. I'd like to thank you all for joining and listening with us here tonight. Special thanks, Evan, to you. Batting, last minute, give you the call. Hey, want to come and do the game with me? And you end up pulling double duty, color commentator, camera work. Can't thank you enough for your time and effort, and I know you are a tremendous supporter of this team. So I know they are all also very grateful for you, for your presence and what you've meant to this program. And special thanks from me and Ed for you coming and helping us out here tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. First time being up here calling a soccer game. Would have rather been on the field, but pleasure being here, and thanks again.
Thank you. Hey, you're a natural. So thanks again to Evan McDonald and to you for joining and listening with us here tonight. Salve Regina advances. They defeat Curry 6-1 here in the conference quarterfinals. They will play Roger Williams in the semifinals coming up later next week. I am Andy Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.